Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. Alexis Sanchez leaves Manchester United for Inter Milan on a permanent deal, and Jadon Sancho is so close to a 5-year deal joining Manchester United. Don't worry, you're not watching Sky Sports News with Margot Robbie next to you in a dream. This is a reality. Manchester United doing things in a transfer window that we've been wanting to happen for a very long time. And I must just say this. I've been doing this a few years now. I have seen big deals done by Manchester United. I've not seen Mondays like this done by Manchester United before. I'm thinking of calling it Manchester United Monday. It is absolutely huge what has happened today. Soak it in. It's not the same as winning as a cup. It's not the same as winning matches. But as off the field activity goes, this is huge. I cannot be any more overstated than I am right now. This removal of Alexis Sanchez from Manchester United Football Club is something I've been saying for probably 8 months. If we do this, it would be so symbolic, so massive, so big. I didn't feel it was positive. And there are people negative about it, and I'll explain why in a minute. But we are this close to signing Jadon Sancho. Watch the Jan Arge Fjortoft interview this afternoon. Look at what Christian Falk and Fabrizio Romano are saying. I have not been off my phone today. Droughty and his contacts, the people I know. It's been ridiculous today. It's been non-stop. We literally could have been live every half an hour. And it was like, should we wait a bit because we've got to speak to them yet? It's been bloody ridiculous. And there's probably something happening right now. It's just constant today. It's mad. It's a Manchester United Mad Monday. It's absolutely unbelievable. But, you know, breathe it in. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And the great thing is, it's not speculative. It's not speculation. Sanchez is going to Inter Milan. Done deal. Jadon Sancho, Manchester United, is virtually a done deal. This is massive. Let's end the transfer window. Let's not. There's so much more that we can do. But Alexis Sanchez, Fabrizio Romano, Di Marzio, Italian links, whatever you want to call it. Final agreement. Alexis Sanchez to Inter Milan. Final agreement done. Boom, shakalak. Get out my club, you waste of space. And I know that sounds really harsh, but this is an entertainment business. It's a bit like pantomime. When the baddie comes on the stage and you say, get out, boo, boo, you know, get rid of him. Get out. In an entertainment business, get out. I mean, as a person who likes dogs, I like dogs, you know, he's probably a nice guy. But as a footballer, what have you brought to my football club? Nothing. Absolutely nothing apart from a massive, massive wage bill. Get out, go away. I don't wish you well. I don't even care what you do. You're an ex-Arsenal player. I don't even want you to be an ex-United player. What have you done for Manchester United? You came into the club. You took Anthony Martial's spot because of the plonker who bought you, and I'm just absolutely ecstatic that you're gone. From a footballing sense, from an entertainment point of view, get out, go away. And I don't even want to think that you were ever a Manchester United player, let alone an occupier of our number 7 shirt. Just go. Just get out and go. And it's all about opinion, and there will be people there saying it's a shame it didn't work out. I don't care. I'm just so happy he's gone. And I tell you what, you should be happy as well. 400 grand a week. We've just saved ourselves £400,000 a week. He is the best paid player in Premier League history. And he's the worst signing in Premier League history. And he's gone. It literally is pages in Manchester United's history. It's not a problem now. And I feel so happy for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he doesn't have to have this issue anymore that was not of his making. This was Jose Mourinho, Ed Woodward, the Glazers, whoever was part of that deal, whoever signed it off. You made a massive mistake, but it's gone now. Let's move forward. Let's step forward. Let's not have to worry about him coming back. He's gone. Now, the point of this deal, and I must just say this, there is a serious point to this deal. Well, it's a serious thing that he's going, but I'm just very happy. But some people are getting the knickers in a twist because we're not getting any money for it. Now, I get that. I felt that maybe 15 million would be nice. But this just shows you, and I would take the positive here, this just shows you the enormity of what we've done. We've removed the player on 400 grand a week in a COVID-19 world where there's no money. We've got rid of Alexis Sanchez on 400k a week. I never thought it was possible before COVID-19. In a post-COVID-19 world where no one's got any money, we've got rid of a player on 400k a week who, to be honest, I think is a bit crap. So This is a genius. This is genius move. So look, if we got 15 million on top, to me that just would have been the icing on the cake. The reality is, over the next 2 years, we will save ourselves 60 million euros by getting rid of Alexis Sanchez for nothing. So people saying, oh, I can't believe we've got no transfer fee. It doesn't even really matter. We're saving ourselves 60 million euros over the next 2 years. We've basically overpaid a crap player, and now he's going for free. But he's not going for free because we have never got to pay that 400k a week again. Go, forget about it, you're gone. So look, it would have been nice to get a bit of money, but don't not understand how much we were paying him and how much we never have to pay his wages again. Get out and go. It's great that we seem to have Sancho in the back and the Sanchez is gone, says Mark Coughlin, but a backup replacement CDM to Matters is imperative. Fred or McTominay can't do it. Akshay says, never has a number 7 jersey been replaced this quickly ever. One dead weight off and an absolute monster is coming in. And JD says, hi Mark, how impressed should United fans be with Woodward? In my opinion, he's done his job well for the first time in ages, so praise shouldn't be overboard. Agree. And James Williams says, Sanchez leaving feels like the end of an era of absolute naffness. Yes. I think all those comments are spot on. Let's not go over the top. Let's not start doing the memes we did a couple of years. Woodward walking in like a boss. The reality is, I think Ed Woodward has made a lot of mistakes, but I believe in second chances, and I've been saying this for a long time. I think Manchester United are very serious about righting the wrongs of the past. And I tell you what, one of the big things for me is what's happening at the moment. This is Monday, Sanchez is gone, and Sancho is coming. We're a club that takes ages to do deals, and we're a club that can't do more than one deal at a time. And here we are, we're doing a deal that's going to break our transfer record, Sancho, and we're also removing the biggest dead weight of deadwood in our squad in Alexis Sanchez, all on the same day. So, look, you can only applaud Manchester United for actually starting to do the right things. As Jan Arge Fjortetov said this afternoon, and as many of us have said before, we should have had a director of football in for the last 6 years. And United maybe are doing things right now, but I still think a director of football would make these things happen more regularly. But we're doing. I mean, this is a big day. Don't forget this Manchester United Mad Monday. This is massive. What we're doing today is massive. Sanchez gone, to me, I know selling players is never as glamorous as buying players, but trust me on this one. What Manchester United have done today in removing Alexis Sanchez from our club without having to pay his wages ever again, I'm telling you, it's big. It's really big. Never wanted to see him at the club again anyway as a player, but the financial cost and drain and burden is gone. And that, to me, is huge. Absolutely huge. And it's a big thing to be very, very happy about. Welcome to Neo Visual, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Sanchez should have never been given the number 7 shirt, says Jeff Christensen. Mark, no transfers fees shows that we mean business and are ruthless, that we got rid of him at any cost, says De Villa. Well, exactly. We could have spent a lot of time trying to get rid of Alexis Sanchez and never got rid of him. He's gone. Sometimes you've got to, I applaud Manchester United for that. I think Alexis Sanchez is the worst transfer in Premier League history. And Manchester United and whoever did it, whoever decided those wages, whoever signed them off, you can say it's Woodward, you can say it's the Glazers, you can say whoever signs that off, you presided over the worst transfer ever. Even if Sanchez was good, he was never worth 400k a week. But he's gone. And I've got to say, for the worst transfer window ever, the worst transfer ever to what they've done today, I'll applaud what they've done today. I think it's a very good business decision. 60 million euros over 2 years is what it would have cost us. You've wiped it off. So I think that's really good. And we had a super chat before we even came live from Lockie MUFC, and he was saying, do you think that loan that United took out during lockdown for 140 million means United have got 140 million to spend? I don't necessarily think that's the case. I don't know how much Manchester United have got to spend, but I tell you what, Alexis Sanchez makes things a lot easier. If you think about it, Alexis Sanchez wages, you're getting Rashford and Martial. They get Alexis Sanchez 400k is what Sanchez and Martial get a week. So you've just removed 400. It's a massive amount of money, I'm not going to lie. Great interview today. Love the insight that Jan gave, says Daniel Luciano. If you've not we've put a lot of content out today. It's been a mad Monday. But if you have time to watch the interview I did with Jan Arge Fjortetov earlier, do watch it. The Sancho stuff's interesting. He's got good connections in Germany. But the second half about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, this is a guy who played up front with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And what I really liked about it was when he said that, I remember when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came into the club, came to play with him with Norway. And he said, Jan, I'm going to follow you around. I'm going to copy everything you do and learn from you. And Jan said, I thought he was taking a piss, but actually it's just what Ollie's like. He's methodical in and he learns and he soaks up everything. Very, very interesting interview. If Carlsberg did Monday, Sancho in, Sanchez out, would be it. Was worried United would drag the Sancho deal out and the excitement would get ruined, but no, says Dasbo. Sky Germany reporting personal terms agreed, backed by the guy you interviewed and Fabrizio, says Joshua Bowwater. Yazine Ganchi, latest member of the United Stand Members Club, and Inter, please take Pereira and Jones now. I tell you what, shout out to Inter Milan. I mean, Darth Maul deserved better, says that there. I've still got loads to talk about, by the way, but big shout out to Inter Milan. Ashley Young, Lukaku, Alexis Sanchez, they've taken some dead wad of us, and they've definitely paid for it as well. Very, very pleased with what they've done. On the personal terms for Jadon Sancho, to me this is not a big breaking news. I saw this on Sky Sports this earlier. I know Flex was talking about it as well. To me it's not big news because the personal terms with Jadon Sancho have never been the problem. Fabrizio Romano repeated it again on Twitter today. He was on our channel 3 months ago. Sancho is not the problem. Sancho agreeing personal terms is not really anything to celebrate because we've known about this. The big thing is getting the deal over the line with Dortmund, and that is getting very, very, very close. Advanced talks, as Fabrizio said this afternoon. It is advanced. It's not there yet, but it's very close. And I just want to breathe this in for a minute. You know, Sanchez gone. It's such a weight. And I know it might not mean it to you, but to me and a lot of United fans, it's such a big weight. You cannot ever, if you understand your football club and you want your football club to be successful, you've got to look at it, the whole club. And buying Jadon Sancho but still paying Sanchez 400k a week, he's always going to be a problem. Whether he comes back or he's on loan and you're paying half his wages, which is what we were doing, he's always a burden. He's always a problem. He's always a financial drain. Get out. Go away. He's not our problem anymore. It's like an operation to remove a big boil off your arse. He's gone. Gone, gone, gone. And look, I wish Alexis Sanchez... Well, I don't even wish him all the best. I don't really care. It's not like if Lingard goes. If Lingard goes, I wish him all the best. I like him. Alexis Sanchez, I just don't think his attitude at Manchester United was ever right. I'm just so glad he's gone. I'm so glad he's gone. From a footballing point of view, I'm glad he's gone because it's no sense and it was never Ollie's problem. We're so close to 20,000 people watching, so please smash a like on the video and share the video if you're watching. I'll give Woodward credit, says Matthew Walsh. When United win the league and play consistent, beautiful football, been fooled before, let's keep on his toes. Matthew Walsh, you're very right. You're very right there. Welcome to Yazin Ganchi and Afik J, latest members of the United Stand Members Club. Thanks for joining the Members Club. If you are joining, by the way, we don't do Patreon or anything like that. So if you do join, you get a little badge next to your name. You can click the join button and it's supporting the channel. So thanks everyone who does that. We can use the wage savings and renegotiate the Pogba contract, says Duncan and Tammy Hawkins. High five. You're ahead of the game. Exactly. This frees up money. It frees up money getting Alexis Sanchez out of the club. 60 million euros over 2 years. It's not an insignificant amount of money. George Chundu, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Sanchez's salary will pay for Sancho's contract. Exactly, you're absolutely spot on there. Dipanka. Welcome to Scott Grant. Now we hope he doesn't take a red putting Bruno out for season, says Stephen Dowd. And Mark, you're doing the EFL final tomorrow. Also, what would you take now? Another centre-back or an attacking midfield? Hashtag Sancho7, says Ben Castle. The thing that makes me so excited, Ben, and we are going to talk about some other transfers in a minute, but I do just want to say to people, Alexis Sanchez, cheers, get out. It's not apple juice. Get out, get out, get out. But this is massive. This is massive. Getting rid of Alexis Sanchez is huge. On a day where we've had so much progression around Jadon Sancho as well, that deal is going to get done, as we know. But... look, Jan Argifjortov was on our channel today. He tweets not that long ago, Sky Germany now reporting that Manchester United and Sancho have agreed personal terms. Fabrizio Romano replies and says personal terms are okay, my friend. I mean, this is people on this channel that we are in dialogue with and talk with, as you've seen on the channel, and they're interacting with each other on Twitter. It's just brilliant. You know, it's brilliant. Jan Arge Fjortoft, Christian Falk, Fabrizio Romano, all been on the channel, all top people, all interacting around Manchester United transfers. It's just like, yeah, this is real. This isn't a fake stream. I've had many a fake stream in my dreams. I'm going live and Messi and Ronaldo are signing. This is real. Pinch me. It's real. This is actually happening. The three of my favourite people this summer in relation to transfers are all interacting, giving each other high fives about Manchester United transfers. It's only Monday and Sanchez is gone and Sancho's very nearly coming. Like, people expected this to go on for weeks. This is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And you know what? Just to go back to what somebody said a minute ago as well. I don't think now is the time to pat ourselves on the back and say, yay, well done Manchester United. I think it's time to say this is what we've been moaning about for 6 years. I nearly said 5 years. I wasn't going to swear. 5 or 6 years. Like, this is all we ever wanted. If you deliver, we will praise you. That's what United's all about. Ollie's playing good football. The club brought Bruno in. They're getting rid of Sanchez. They're going to get Sancho in. They're doing the right things. You're going to get the praise. That's what you need to do, and you need to keep doing it year after year after year. Because if we keep doing what we've been doing over the last 6 months, for the next 6 years, we will win a Premier League title again, and we will win a Champions League title again. But you can't just do it for 6 months and then stop and go back to plonker decisions again. You've got to keep at it. Keep your foot down on the pedal, Manchester United Football Club. Keep doing what you've been doing for the last 6 months, and we, as the Manchester United fan base, will keep getting hyped and hyping you up. Because this is what you should be doing. This should have been happening every single summer for the last 15 years. And I say 15 years because, to be honest with you, we didn't get good transfer windows under Sir Alex. He was just a genius. Like, this now needs to be the continuation of what United are going to do. It can't be a drop in the ocean. Let's keep doing this. Let's keep... What did I say 18 months ago about transfers? 2 words matter most in a transfer window. Ruthlessness and aggression. Well, today, Monday, is ruthless and aggression. Aggression in getting Sancho in, ruthless in getting Sanchez out. That's what you need to do to get United back on top. It looks like Inter is going to sack Conte after going after their board. The Italian Mourinho strikes again, says Road to Dawn. Don't care. They're going to sign Sanchez. Tyler Allison, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Lee Anglem says, Mark, does City get any money from United for the Sancho deal? Don't care. I don't know, but I don't care. I'm drinking gin and tonic. The piano player's finally gone. Finally. Well done, Ollie, you little assassin. And bet 100 quid on Sancho to United back in August. Hope it's about to pay off. Cheers, Mark, for all the content, says Charles Crane. Finally, there's some excitement over transfers, and it's fantastic, says Vinit. Finally, we're acting like a big club. Mark, babe, let's keep ourselves level-headed. Yes, selling Sanchez and incoming Sancho is good, but we need to continue. This cannot be it for us this year. Andrew C. spot on. I don't promote violence, but Woodward is doing a great job after the attack on his house. What do you think, says Jack Hunt. And he went for free. I understand we wanted to get rid of him, but where is the 15 million fee? Come on, any manager would be fired over a deal like this, says Adas. No, I disagree. I think you've got every right to have that opinion, and I don't think you will be isolated in that opinion. But can I just say, when I first saw that we were letting Sanchez go for free, can you shout out Ricky C, always watches your show, says Little Fish 92. And also, where are you hiding? Tweet it to Romano, lads, says Sandy San. And Mark, we did 2 transfers at the same time. Times are changing, says Ryan Lott. We haven't signed him yet. We haven't signed Sancho yet. Mark, after waiting my options with my agent, I've finally joined the channel. Great start to the transfer window for Manchester United, says Daniel Luciano. And Mark, Man United should roll out the Welcome to Manchester banner for when we announce Sancho for a bit of revenge when Tevez signed for City. Yeah, but we're not a small club like they are. And coincident, your subscriber count points to our new number 7 coming in. Full kit wanker out as well. Life is good. Get in, Man United. Are we on 777,000 subscribers then? Because if we are, bloody hell. Symbolic. Something's going on. Drawty's getting stuff. I tell you what, he's getting better stuff than me at the moment. He keeps messaging me stuff about stuff, and he's being right. 777. And but no, can I just go back to the Alexis Sanchez deal for a moment, if I may? Fred now in deal for Van der Beek next, says Brent P. And I just want to say this. I know. I've had WhatsApp messages from people saying, I can't believe we're letting Sanchez go for free. I couldn't give a toss. I genuinely couldn't give a toss, because when you add up his wages of 400k a week and you add it up over 2 years, it's millions and millions and millions. Is it really worth missing out on selling Sanchez to try and get a transfer fee when you're going to save so much money getting rid of him? All we're doing is getting rid of a bad mistake. Like, we don't try and turn it into a positive. Like, it is a positive, but what I'm saying is don't get greedy and say you want 15 million as well. He's on 400k a week. Like, hardly anybody's on 400k a week. Nobody's going to buy a player and pay them 400k a week. We are getting rid of a problem. I'm not bothered about the transfer fee. We're getting rid of a problem, and we should celebrate that, because I didn't even think if we gave him to someone for free, we could get rid of him. So we've got rid of a problem. To me, it's a positive. Who would you rather play next year, Fulham or Brentford, says Alec Williams? We're going to batter both. I ain't really bothered, to be honest. Big money players and end up underperforming because of the stress and pressure the valuation hangs over them. I hope Sancho proves me wrong. Meanwhile, Ollie going for a majority of English players at United. Best part young squad, says Akshay. I'm not going to read that out. And welcome to David B, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Any news on Gabriel? Says GG MUFC. Well, there is actually. Let me just talk about some other news for you. So in other news, Gabriel was somebody I spoke about this morning, being linked to Manchester United, as we know, by Mohamed Boufassi in France, who's a decent journalist. Also, he's linking us to Benward Badashil of Monaco, who we've mentioned before. So I think, going back to what somebody said before, as good as this is, Manchester United, we never rest on our laurels, and we must always look to step forward. And for me, if we can get this Sanchez deal done in a week, I'm going to bloody enjoy it, because I've never known United do a deal this quick in a long time, especially not a world transfer fee record. But remember, Dortmund and Sancho are training today. He's back in training with Dortmund, so we may not be there yet. But if we get that deal done, this transfer window runs till the end of October. You would expect Sancho to be a United player by the middle of August, the way things are going. That's still another 6 weeks to sell Lingard, to sell Jones, to sell Dalot, to get in a centre attacking midfielder and get in a centre back. So there's still more work for United to do, which is why it's so excitingly encouraging about the deals that we are doing very fast at this moment in time. So let's see where it goes. Lots of super chats coming in. Welcome to Sterling Archer. You're right, Mark, about keeping on. Don't, however, forget to be happy for a minute. It's us fans who called out the Woodward and the Glazers. We changed this club, says Delicate Official. I'm going to come back to that. Busternut says Sanchez going for free is more about the effect he has on the team. Mediocre player earning the biggest wage. A pack of Watsits is enough, says Busternut. Exactly. Here's some petrol money to drive Sanchez to the airport. Bye bye, Mr. Piano Man, says Joshua Bywater. Special mention to Inter Milan tonight. We have literally found the world's greatest dustbin. Get a statue. Build a statue. Build a statue. Build a statue outside Old Trafford for Antonio Conte. Fellaini, Lukaku, Young, and now Sanchez gone. No matter what you say about Ollie, he's moving us forward. That was from Kevin Chilquinga. Sancho, let's go. I'm so bloody excited. Props to Ed too. If he can continue this in future windows, he will slowly change my opinion on him, says Rezo. Parth says, there are rumours that Sancho might be more interested in Liverpool. No, shut up, Parth. Sorry. Who is also our latest member of the United Stand Members Club. I'm glad I'd already said sorry. Look, listen to the Jan Arge Fjortoft interview this afternoon. He covers that Liverpool thing very well, very accurately. It's absolutely spot on what he says. I'd sell Pogba if we could get a technical player like Thiago or Verratti. We've lacked a player like that since Scholes left. Thoughts, says Mark Coughlin. No, I don't want to get rid of Pogba. Don't want to get rid of Pogba. What I do want to say is, though, and a couple of you have already said it in the super chats, and a lot of you have said it in the live comments, the people who moaned are the people who deserve a pat on the back. That's my opinion. It might not be yours. But those people who've been vocal about the way this club has been run badly for 6 years, you deserve the pat on the back. Those people who are like, win, lose or draw, be positive and support your club, you deserve a pat on the back because that's your mentality and that's your opinion, and nobody should ever change that. But the people who've been vocal, and I don't condone attacking Ed Woodward's house, I think that's bang out of order. To go to somebody's private house and do that is too far. But the people who booed in January, the people who've been vocal on the United stands, the people who've been vocal outside the ground, the people who've been not happy with the way the club's been run over the last 6 years and let it be known, you deserve credit, because this club would not have changed if people had been happy with what was happening. It's because people have not been happy, because people understand where this club should be, and people want this club to be back there. You have forced this club to listen. Trust me on this. This club makes a lot of money. Even over the last 6 years, it's made a lot of money. If they thought they could get away with not buying players and finishing 7th and 8th every year, they'd do it. Because we're a business. We're not a football club. That's what we've been run like ever since the Glazers came in. So everybody who's moaned deserves a pat on the back. And everybody who will moan when it falls off again deserves a pat on the back. We don't want to moan. We don't want to moan, but this football club is our life when it comes to football, because football is our sport and Manchester United is our team. And we want to be the best. Our biggest rival won the league this year. That's not lost upon us. We don't want that to happen. We want to be the best. We're Manchester United Football Club. We want to be the best. So if you've moaned over the last 6 years, you deserve what's happening at the moment. The club is listening. And I applaud the club for that. And it's not about, oh, look at what we're doing now. We're proving people wrong. You're not proving anybody wrong. You're proving us right. You did it wrong, and now you're doing it right. You're proving us right. You're not proving us wrong. You got it wrong. Now you're listening. Now you're running the club like a business and a football club. And that's fine. Because amicably, you make your money. We get better on the pitch. For too long, we ran ourselves as a business and not a football club. And now they're looking at the fans. They're looking at you. They're looking at how to make you happy. And to me, that's fantastic. They're making you happy. And that's what the football club should be doing. And they're being efficient and they're listening, because every Manchester United fan knows 6 weeks to do a deal. They'll suck the life out of it. They'll try and save a fiver. Well, we're not. We're not doing that at the moment, and it's absolutely fantastic. So I applaud it, and they need to keep at it. Do you support Ollie's tactics formation? Do you think the 4-2-3-1 will work long term? Says Jonas Lanza. Yeah, I do. Glazers are really going for it. Tom Brady ignited all of the teams they own, says James Kang. And that 60 million euros can cover Sancho instalments and might not eat into next year's budget. Fair play, Man United, says Greg Beckwith. Somebody just said there about Grealish as well. Keep the comments coming in. I'm more than happy to interact. It's a celebration. Not because of Sancho signed yet. We'll keep that for later in the week. But because Sanchez is gone. To progress, you need to know how you regressed, says Alec Williams. And problems was never director of football or money. Why were our transfers after Ollie has been good with the same scouts? To me, it's just because of past managers were not good, says Chaitiana. You're wrong, actually. You're wrong. It's nothing to do with the last managers at all. It's to do, I know for a fact it's not to do with the last managers. It's to do with the actual board changing their mentality around transfers. Look, Mourinho deserved to be sacked. Van Gaal deserved to be sacked. Moyes never deserved to be even let into Carrington. But they didn't get the players that they wanted. It's well known. They didn't get them. The board made decisions above the manager's head. Now they're starting to listen to the manager. That's the change. Welcome to D. Mackett, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. And Mark, what do you think Sanchez will do for an intro video? Playing a piano or a guitar, or will his best mates Rashford and Lingard introduce him to the club, says Andrew C. I don't know. Look, I'm a little bit old school. I don't need to see a new Manchester United signing, abseiling down from Old Trafford into a bath of jelly. I don't need to see any. I don't need to see that. I need to see them in a Manchester United shirt performing. I don't need the razzmatazz. I don't need any of that. But there will be, because that's the modern world we live in, and a lot of you do like all that. So they'll do something, because it's going to be a very symbolic signing. But I mean, just to give you something else as well. The marketing side of Manchester United, and this is a big wheel to start turning, and it starts turning way before the official deal is done. The marketing side of the Jadon Sancho deal is up and running. That it is. Manchester United are working on that. So it's not far off. I mean, that rumour I spoke about, was it yesterday morning? Check it back, the 7th, he'll sign this week. That was, I didn't even believe that rumour when I was told it. Jadon Sancho's going to sign on the 7th, number 7. And it's getting close. It's getting very, very close to that actually happening. I mean, I don't care whether it's the 7th, the 8th, the 9th or the 10th. But it is getting close. It is really getting close to being that. Anyway, let me just tell you about Grealish a minute. Grealish, if you ever take any notice of booking of betting odds, nobody's taken any bets on Jadon Sancho to Manchester United now. That's been closed. But the betting odds for Grealish are the same for Grealish to Manchester United as they are to Arsenal. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. If we can't afford to pay 70 million for Grealish, then how are Arsenal going to do that? But, maybe Arsenal are going to sign Grealish now. I don't know. Remember how concerned we were when Ollie said Sanchez would come back and prove us all wrong? Things are changing, says Gustav. It's the second time Ollie said something about Sanchez that hasn't been true. Remember at the start on tour last year he said the same thing and then he loaned him very quickly after. Welcome to Colin Grant, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Our Insta admin accidentally posted United's new jersey. I don't know why Adidas makes Madrid's Juve's kit so sick, but with United it's sick, says Abby. Some people like the new United kit. I agree with you. I think compared to Arsenal, who've just been taken on by Adidas, Real Madrid and Juventus, I mean, shit. Do Adidas make Juventus? I don't think they do. I always thought Juventus wasn't Adidas. Doesn't jump out at me as being Adidas Juventus, but maybe I'm wrong. Is there any reason we're not looking at Campbell instead of Grealish, says Daniel Liu? Yes, because Campbell's not as good as Grealish. Let's take a second and appreciate the direction this roster has gone in. Rid of bad attitude and high-paid deadwood, bought in quality, says Daniel Luciano. Harold says, let's upgrade the number 7 shirt. Sancho putting the O in the Sanch. Level up. And Sanjay, thanks for the super chat. And hi Mark, just want to say hi from Singapore. Really enjoyed your show. Keep up the good work. Well, I hope the energy befits the madness Manchester United Monday that we're getting. It's been a hell of a day. It's been a hell of a day, and Manchester United have really gone up a gear. Look, somebody just said it in the live chat there as well. Some clubs have won trophies. Some clubs are just absolutely, I don't look at this sort of thing, but they're absolutely, they can't deal with it. They can't deal with it. Some of our rivals cannot deal with what we've done today. And when they can't deal with it, we don't even care what our rivals think, really. You shouldn't really take any notice of your rivals unless it becomes, like when they were saying, I hope Fellaini gets picked. You start to think, bloody hell, our rivals want Fellaini to get picked. It must be shit. But the Sancho criticism is like the Bruno criticism. It's because they're worried. They are worried. You're telling me... No, I mean, look, I say this with total conviction. Forget the Premier League. Every single club in the Premier League would take Jadon Sancho. Everyone. Every single one. Apart from moody arse Pep, who is just bitter, because he's got a personal issue with Sancho. Every club in the Premier League would take Sancho. In fact, let's go bigger. Every club in the world would take Jadon Sancho. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG, they would all take Jadon Sancho. So when people get bitter about Jadon Sancho coming to Manchester United and start calling him overrated, I just find it hilarious. He's not your player. We'll deal with that. What are you moaning about? If you think Jadon Sancho's overrated, you jog on and deal with your players. We're more than happy to take on overrated Jadon Sancho for 80 million or whatever it costs. I'm over the moon, in fact. So bring it on. If Grealish doesn't work out for us, who do you think or want to be back up to Bruno for squad depth in that number 10 position, says Afik. I like Van der Beek, but ultimately I don't think we need to be... The Grealish deal's not going to happen this week, is it? It's all about Sancho this week, and then what we do beyond that is going to get very interesting. I don't think we can rest on our laurels. Sancho, Van der Beek and Gabriel would be perfect, but I still think we need a striker. Cheers from Malta, says Noel. I agree, Noel, but you can't do everything in one transfer window. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with the United Stand. We're live every night at 8 o'clock. Every morning at 10 a.m. We normally have a sort of a midday show as well, sort of mid-afternoon show. Lots going on. Watch-alongs for the game. We're playing on Wednesday, of course, against Last Link. Ollie's press conference tomorrow morning at 10:30. I'll be live straight after that. See what he's got to say. He will be asked about Sanchez. He will be asked about Sancho. So very interesting there as well. So make sure you subscribe if you're new. Get your notifications on by clicking the bell. And I tell you what, please smash a like on the video because we've got 24,000 people watching. We could have 10,000 likes on this video. So please smash a like as well. Subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. Get involved in the community. We are the channel for everybody. We are the global Manchester United fan channel. None of this local crap. You know, I know loads of fans from Manchester. They're absolutely fantastic. But I can't be doing with this, we're better than you. The United Stand has always been a global fan channel because that's what Manchester United is. All inclusive. The clue is in the name, United. And that's what it should always be about. And look, you know what? Most fans from Manchester, 99.9% of them are bang on and they get that. But we're never going to be that channel that, oh, if you're from Manchester, you're better. No. Mark, the rush to sign Sancho could be more because of Dortmund's rather than Ed mending his ways. Further signing might reveal the truth, says GM. I think that's a very good comment. I think that's a very good, mature, intelligent comment. How much of the speed of the Sancho deal is because Dortmund are pushing it? And on the other hand, where you have got to be fair, is United have still sold Sanchez quick. They've still said, if you want him to play for you in the Europa League, get it done. And we've done it the other way. So, you know, you've got to give that credit there for United on the Sanchez deal because they could have dragged that out. Well, we want 10 million, we want 5 million. Get it done quick. Liverpool's growth was the kick we needed. If City won the league, would the board be under the same pressure, says Smith Jones? No, because Man City are not our biggest rival. Liverpool are, and we need to do something about that. Any news about other transfers, says Rohit? I mean, look, there is, as I said before, there is some development around centre-backs, but I think it's more talks. I'd love to get Gabriel. I'd love to get the Monaco player. One of those two would be good for me. I don't think there's anything in Pau Torres from Villarreal. I don't think there's anything in that. I mean, just to give you an insight into my day, I interviewed Jan Åge Fjortoft at 2 o'clock. That video went up on the channel at 3 o'clock. You can watch that. I remember Fjortoft as a player in the Premier League. I know that he played with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Norway, so we had a very interesting chat about that, some of which is on the channel. He's also been around German football for a long time. He speaks fluent German. He's got a lot of good contacts there. So we were talking about the Sancho thing. A lot of that is on the channel. You can watch that. I've also been talking to about 4 other people today. I've also had Draw Team here, who's got people as well. It's been a ridiculous day. And look, what I would say is, a lot of you know the people I talk to, and you know that I don't always talk about it, but when I say it, a lot of it comes true. That's been proven. But I tell you what, Drawty Devil on Twitter, give him a follow because the person he speaks to, I know who it is, but I don't get stuff from him regularly. And he was saying this morning what Romano came and said 4 hours later. And I know he doesn't talk to Romano because I do. So it's like, it's just been a ridiculous day. There's been a lot of people knowing a lot of things about United today. And it's been hectic. And I hope it's going to be like that for the next month because on centre-backs, all I can say on centre-backs is that we are looking at a left-footed centre-back, and it appears to be somebody within the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer mould of being early 20s, proven themselves at a club at a good level, ready to step up to a higher level. And whether it's Gabriel at Lille or whether it's Benoit Badiashile at Monaco, I think those two would be the most likely to at the moment, but it could be another 2 next week. I don't know. But we're definitely looking at that. On Grealish, I think we'll sign Grealish. I've said this before. I think we're going to sign Grealish. Now, I've been told we won't sign Grealish because of the fee. But I just think Solskjaer wants Grealish. And I think the club, and I'll applaud them on this, they want to give this manager what he wants so that if he fails, they can go, we gave you what you wanted. And I know that Solskjaer wants Grealish. That's his number one choice. For me, I would probably go Van der Beek, but Ollie's the manager. And I think he'll get what he wants. Great interview with Jan. Mark, bring him on again when Haaland is coming next summer. Cheers for Sanchez. What a relief, says Ivor. Mark, how soon do you think our potential next transfer window will be after Sancho? Sometimes I feel United drag on a transfer once they make one, says Andrew C. Look, I think if we get Sancho done in the next 7 days, you're probably going to need to soak it in for a few days afterwards. And I think around the middle of August, we'll be looking at, the back end of August, maybe signing somebody. But yeah, you've got to work through a transfer. And also, you don't do it, in fairness to United, you don't do a deal like Sancho and then go and sign Gabriel the next day. You've got to let it settle a bit. It will be a bit of time. What do you think about United's coaching strength? What coaches do we need? A set-piece coach was mentioned, says Parth. Hi Mark, off topic, just wanted to know if you would attend a game with Flex once fans are allowed back in. By the way, love the videos this afternoon about Sancho, says Matthew. Look, I've not been to watch United play for a long time, and I normally go at the end of the season so I can pick my games on a 3 o'clock kickoff because we do watch-alongs. Obviously, I didn't get that opportunity this season, but last season I went to a couple. I will be back at Old Trafford, of course. I've been to Old Trafford for years and years and years. I've done it less because of the watch-alongs, but I love going there. I would implore anybody to go there, and as long as it's safe, and hopefully that's going to happen very, very soon. But look, there's nothing like watching live football. Hi Mark, love your content, and how do you find out all this stuff, like all the news of when we sign Sancho, what will happen to our other forwards, says Matthew Sells. Matthew, I've been doing this for 5 years. If you sweep a floor, or you're a dentist, or you're a doctor, or you're a dustbin person, or if you do something for long enough, you find ways of becoming, I wouldn't say good, but well versed in doing it. I've met a lot of people doing this. I've met a lot of bad people doing this. I've met a lot of people I can trust. I've met a lot of people who trust me. And you build contacts, and I don't really care what negative people want to say. I focus on the good people, and I think we've got a great community here. And you will have people who are negative on social media and say Goldbridge's sources are HP and Smarter source. Well, that's fine. You don't have to believe it. It's the wonder of democracy. It's the wonder of opinion. You don't have to believe it. I've been doing this for 5 years. We've been proven right on a lot of things. Sometimes we've been wrong, but you can tell by the quality of people that come on our channel. The information we get is good information, and when I get that good information, I will share it with you for free, and you can make your own opinion. That's what the United Stand is. The United Stand is not me, it's not Flex, it's not Drawty, it's not Sander, it's not anybody else. It's you. It's a United fan channel for everybody. That's what it was set up to be. It was a United fan channel it's a fan channel. It's not about, and we've done little bits here and there, but it's not about the class of 92 or Roy Keane or anything like that, because they are ex-professionals. This is a fan channel. We are here to discuss things as fans in a real way, without agenda, on opinion, and that's what we do. And look, we've been doing it for a very long time. And yeah, I don't even need to pick up a phone and ask somebody I trust. Sometimes I know where to go to find things that other people don't, because I've been doing it for a long time. But also, I must just say, a lot of conversation comes from you, because the comments are full of brilliant questions, and that's how it works. The knowledge in the live comments on some things are way better than mine. And that just reminds me of a tweet I put out today. This will shock you, and this is a fact. Out of all the top European leagues this season, top 5 players for dribble one-on-one take-ons, right? Now, if I said to you Lionel Messi's in there, you wouldn't be surprised. Top 5 players for the most one-on-one dribbles in the top European leagues this season. Lionel Messi's in there. What a surprise. Wilfried Zaha's in there. Well, bit of a surprise. Adama Traore's in there. Bit of a surprise. Jack Grealish is in there. Jack Grealish is in the top 5 across the top European leagues for most one-on-one take-ons. Now, that is a part of Jack Grealish's game that surprised me today. That's a player that likes to run at players. He's also the most fouled player across all the European leagues. So, whatever you think about Jack Grealish, there are some very interesting reasons, I think, that we might well be looking at him. Let's see. Welcome to Henrik Hurlin, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Is there any player from a smaller club that you would buy for cheap this transfer window? Someone you think will grow at United, says Jamie. Not really in the Premier League, Jamie. But for me, I think I'm excited about these European players, because when I think about players that are cheap, that can come into the Premier League and do a good job, most of them are playing in Europe. You need a good European scouting network. I don't believe there's many players in the Premier League that are cheap that are going to come to United, because I think the Premier League is overpriced. I'm excited by this Gabriel. I'm excited by the lad at Monaco, the Villarreal lad, you know, the Benedescis, the Tonali's at Brescia. Those sort of people excite me because that exposes a really good talent scouting across Europe, which I don't think we have shown enough of. What should we work on to win the Premier League gameplay, says Shepherd Pandeka? Well, I think United are heading in the right direction. I just think we need to bring the right players in to what we've got. I'd love to attend the games, but unfortunately I can't since I live in South Africa and this channel is the closest I can get to it. One day I will join you and Flex and celebrate Ollie at the wheel together, says Matthew. And Mark, where would the medical take place? Carrington or Germany, says Ryan. Well, we might do the Germany medical, because we'll be in Germany next week because of the Europa, yeah. Who do I think from the reserve should make the senior squad, says Path? Well, apparently, James Garner is going to go on loan to Bournemouth next year, who've been relegated to the Championship, but I think that would be a very good move. Who comes through from the reserves? Look, Mengi may even play on Wednesday nights at centre-back. It's hard to tell because I think United will be loaning out some of the... I mean, Garner, to me, would be the player to come through next year, but actually I think he'll get more benefit from being on loan. So the next player to come through the youth setup is difficult to tell because I think some of the better ones will hopefully be going on loan. When do you expect the Sancho deal to be announced, says Ishan? I'm totally guessing, but I feel that I'm going to guess. Officially, can I say Friday? It just seems so ridiculous. Officially, I think it might be Friday. I think it might be the 7th. I do. I really do. I just think 2020 has been a ridiculous year anyway. Mostly bad. But today's been a mad Manchester United Monday. A great one, but a mad one. I mean, look, off camera, as I said, the amount of people I've been talking to today is just ridiculous. And, you know, watch the Jan Arge Fjortoft video, what he said about when he thinks it's going to happen. Christian Falk has said by the 10th, which is a week today. I just think, look, we all know there's this date of the 10th, but the 7th is 3 days before, and he's going to wear the number 7. So Harry Maguire signed on the 5th of August. He wears the number 5. Wan-Bissaka signed on the 29th of June. He wears the number 29. We've got a deadline of the 10th. We're very close to getting this deal done. Friday is the 7th. He's going to wear the number 7. So I just think, yeah, don't put your money on it, but Friday seems to be. And welcome to Tivine Kazavan, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Thank you everybody who's become a member. It really helps the channel, of course. Get your badge next to your name and all that. We always want our content to be free. We don't want to do Patreon. We don't want to do that sort of thing, paywall or anything like that. We want it to always be free. So thanks to everyone who supports the channel. How liberating is it to know Sanchez's wages are off the books, says D. Mackett. A world-class right-winger coming in, and we're after a promising centre-back in Gabriel. Exciting times. It's progression. It's a step forward. I said this last week when we got 3rd place. We're in the Champions League. We don't have to talk about getting Champions League football. We've got it. We came 3rd. It's progression. We've got Sanchez out of our club. This is massive progression. Sancho will very soon be a Manchester United player. He's one of the best. He's one of the top 5 young players in the world, and he's coming to Manchester United, and we've already got arguably two or three of the best young players in the world with Martial, Rashford and Greenwood. So we've just gone and got another. You know, we're cornering the market in young attacking talent in the world. It's very exciting what Manchester United are doing. So smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and get involved. If you'd offered me Sanchez out and Sancho in as our full window, I would have taken it, says Nick Song. I know, I would have. I agree, Nick. I absolutely agree. But let's not take it. Let's demand more, because the gap is still very big to close to Liverpool and Man City. And removing Sanchez, look, I don't even care that we got no money for him. Removing him from the club is massively liberating. Bringing Sancho in makes us so much better, but there's so much more work to be done. Donny V announced on the 11th. Get excited, says James Jacobs. Look, thanks everyone for watching. We didn't quite hit 10,000 likes. We might do it at the end of the show. Smash a like, subscribe if you're new. Sanchez is gone. That's bigger than Sancho today because Sancho hasn't signed yet. We'll enjoy that when he signs. But Sanchez is gone. He will never be coming back. He's never a problem. It's like Christmas when the mother-in-law comes round that you don't like. And you're like, how am I going to get through a day behind it? You've just had the news. She's emigrated to Australia and she ain't coming back. And let's be equal, it could be the father-in-law. But they're gone. Gone, 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 gone. Get out Monopoly. We're having the best Christmas ever. Thanks for watching. Speak to you all soon. Back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Ollie's press conference reaction tomorrow, actually, 10:30. Obviously, if anything else happens later, we'll be live. But enjoy your evening. I'll speak to you soon.